Indeed, that was his purpose. Nityananda Prabhu, who was his eternal servitor, believed that there was no need for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to carry the staff, and to declare to the world that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was above all regulations, he broke it into 3 pieces. The pastime known as Dandabanga Lila is thus explained by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The glories of Lord Gopal, who is merciful to the Brahmanas, are very great. The narration of Sakshi Gopal was spoken by Nityananda Prabhu and heard by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purport. There are 4 points of instruction one should consider in the story of Sakshi Gopal. First, the deity Archa-vigraha of Sri Gopal is eternally Sat It Ananda Vigraha, the transcendental form of the Lord. Second, the deity surpasses material regulative principles and extends the reality of transcendental principles. Third, one can be situated in a transcendental position after becoming a Brahmana. But as a Brahmin, one has to follow the regulative principles very strictly. Lastly, Brahmanya Deva indicates Lord Sri Krishna himself, who is worshipped thus. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Goramanaya Dayachana, Jagaditaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Thus, this indicates that the devotee who is under the protection of Krishna is automatically situated as a Brahmin. But such a Brahmin is not illusioned. This is factual. One who hears this narration of Lord Gopal with faith and love very soon attains the lotus feet of Lord Gopal. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy. I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following their footsteps.
Next.
Liberation of Subhag Swami
Little, maybe. Yeah. Any other? What about see other that Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house? The Aparad that here.
Lord accepts prasadam of the house of Subhag Bhattacharya.
Mahaprabhu.
Huh?
Amoga.
What's the name of the chapter?
He is taking prasad. I think there means.
15 numbers.
No?
We start with this.
But to Bengali also,
Yes, we lose all the time.
Take so much time.
Okay, so we start. Lord takes the prasadam in the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking prasadam at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Amoga criticized him. Still, the Lord accepted Amoga, thereby showing how much he was obliged to his devotees. All glory is to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glory is to Lord Nityananda Prabhu. All glory is to Advaita Chandra. All glory is to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. All glory is to the listeners of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, who have accepted it as their life and soul. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannath Puri, he constantly enjoyed chanting and dancing with his devotees. In the beginning of the day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the deity of Lord Jagannath in the temple. He offered him obeisances and prayers, and danced and sang before him. After visiting the temple, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would remain outside during the Upala Bhoga offering. He would then go to meet Haridas Thakur and return to his residence. Purport. At noon, when there was an Upala Bhoga offering in a place called Bhoga Vardhana Kanda, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go outside the temple. Before going outside, he used to stand near the Garuda Stamba column and offer his obeisances and prayers. Afterwards, his obeisances, the Lord would visit Siddhavakul, where Haridas Thakur lived. After visiting with Haridas Thakur, the Lord would return to his own place at the abode of Kasi Vishwa. Sitting in his room, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would chant on his beads, and Advaita Prabhu would come there to worship the Lord. While worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Charya would offer him scented water to wash his mouth and feet. Then Advaita Charya would smear very fragrant sandalwood pulp all over his body. Sri Advaita Prabhu would also place a flower garland around the Lord's neck and tulsi flowers, manjaris, on his head. Then, with folded hands, Advaita Charya would offer obeisances and prayers unto the Lord. After being worshipped by Advaita Charya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would take a dish containing the flowers of tulasi, and whatever paraphernalia remained, worship Advaita Acharya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would worship Advaita Acharya by chanting the mantra, "Whatever you are, but I offer my respects unto you." In addition, the Lord would make some sounds within his mouth that would make Advaita Acharya laugh. In this way, Advaita Acharya and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would offer the respectful obeisances unto each other. Then Advaita Acharya would extend an invitation to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again. Indeed, Sri Advaita Acharya's invitation is another wonderful story. It has been very vividly described by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Since Advaita Acharya's invitation has been described by Vrindavan Das Thakur, I shall not repeat the story. But I shall say that other devotees also extended invitations to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Day after day, one devotee after another would invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the other devotees to lunch, and would also hold a festival. All the devotees remained at Jagannath Puri for 4 continuous months, and they observed all Lord Jagannath's festivals with great pleasure. The devotees celebrated the festival Janmashtami, Krishna's birthday, which is also called Nanda Mahotsav, the festival of Nanda Maharaj. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees dressed themselves as cowherd boys. Having dressed up like cowherd boys, all the devotees carried pots of milk and yogurt balanced on rocks over their shoulders. Thus they arrived at the festival grounds, chanting the holy name of Hari. Kananya Kutia.
Kanaya Kutia. Kuntia. Still now. Yeah. Kanaya Kutia. Yes. Yes, Kanaya Kutia. Kutia.
He dressed himself like Nanda Maharaj. And Jagannath Mahiti dressed himself as Mother Yashoda. At that time, King Prataparudra was also personally present with Kashi Mishra, Shagaboma Bhattacharya and Tulasi Parichapatra. As usual, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced jubilantly. Everyone was covered with milk, yogurt, and yellow turmeric powder. At this time, Advaita Acharya said, "Please do not be angry. I speak the truth. I shall know that you're a coward boy only if you can wheel this rod about." Accepting Advaita Acharya's challenge, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took a big rod and began to wheel it around and around. Again and again he threw the rod in the sky and caught it when it fell. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wheeled and threw the rod, sometimes over his head, sometimes behind his back, sometimes in front of him, sometimes to the side, and sometimes between his legs. All the people laughed to see this. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wheeled the rod in a circle like a fire band, the herd of everybody who saw it was astonished. Nityananda Prabhu also played at a whirling rod. Who can understand how they were ecstatically immersed in the deep emotions of the cowherd boys? Following the orders of Maharaj Prataparudra, the temple superintendent named Tulsi brought one of Lord Jagannath's used clothes. The valuable cloth was wrapped around the head of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Another devotees, headed by Advaita Acharya, also had cloths wrapped about their heads. In ecstasy, Kanya Kutiya, who was dressed as Nanda Maharaj, and Jagannath Mahiti, who was dressed as Mother Yashoda, distributed all the riches they had stocked at home. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was greatly satisfied to see this. Accepting them as his father and mother, he offered them obeisances. In great ecstasy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to his residence. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Garanga Sundar, performed various pastimes. On the day celebrating the conquest of Lanka, a day known as Vijay Dasami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed up all his devotees as monkey soldiers, displaying the emotions of Hanuman. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took up a large tree branch and, mounting the walls of Lanka fort, began to dismantle it. In the ecstasy of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu angrily said, "Where is that rascal Ravan? He has kidnapped the universal mother Sita. Now I shall kill him and all his family." Everyone became very much astonished to see the emotional ecstasy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And everyone began to chant, "All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories," again and again. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees participated in all the festivals, including Rasa Yatra, Deepavali, and Uttana Dwadashi. The Deepavali festival takes place on the dark moon night in the month of Kartik, October-November. The Rasa Yatra or Rasa dancing of Krishna takes place on the full moon night of the same month. Uttana Dwadashi takes place the day after Ekadashi, the waxing fortnight of the moon of the same month. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu participated in all these festivals. One day, the two brothers, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, consulted with each other while sitting together in a solitary place. No one could understand what the brothers discussed between themselves, but later all the devotees could guess what the subject matter was. Thereafter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for all the devotees and asked them to return to Bengal. In this way, he bade farewell to them. Bidding farewell to all the devotees, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested them to return to Jagannath Puri every year to see him and then see the cleansing of the Kundicha temple. With great respect, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Advaita Acharya, give Krishna consciousness, devotion to Krishna, even to the lowest of men, Chandalas. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order to all his devotees. Krishna Bhakti, devotion to Krishna is open to everyone, even low-class men like Chandala. One should follow this order in the cyclic succession, stemming from Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu, and distribute Krishna consciousness without discrimination throughout the world. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu, go to Bengal and without restriction manifest devotional service to the Lord Krishna consciousness. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus ordered Nityananda Prabhu to deliver all the Bengalis to devotional service. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.32, Lord says, Mam hi parta tavasrita yepi soyo papa yaya striyo aishas tata sudra yepi yanti paramgatim. O son of Prita, those who have taken shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, and Sudras, can attain the supreme destination. Whoever takes to Krishna consciousness and follows the regulative principles can return home back to Godhead. In his Anuvasya, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes, there is a class of so-called devotees called Prakrita Sahajyas who think that Nityananda Prabhu is an ordinary human being. They have spread the news that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Nityananda Prabhu to return to Bengal from Orissa just to marry and to get children. This is certainly a great offense against Nityananda Prabhu. Such an offense is called Pasanda Buddhi or atheistic remark. Offenders consider Nityananda Prabhu to be like one of them, an ordinary human being. They do not know of Nityananda Prabhu's identity with the Vishnu Tattva. Thinking Nityananda Prabhu to be an ordinary being is the business of mental speculators known as Kunapatmavadis. Kunapatmavadis.
What is that?
Mental speculator.
These people
Right.
Group of mental speculators.
Kua. Actually, it is Kwa. Understand? Ya. And dot. Kwa. Patmo. Patmobadi. Could be Kupatmobadi, I think. Something like that.
It's Wadis. Kunapatma Wadis.
Badi there. Not Badi. That means speculator, no? Mental speculator. That means Dr. Frog maybe. That be Kua maybe, or maybe Kuno Peti Dhatuke. Something one of them, I think. Unless we see the Bengali. अच्छा देखिए क्या लिखी थी
Kunuatmavadi. ত্রিধাতুকে কোনো অর্থে শ্লোক
ইও লিখেছে
Kuna.
না
Kuna.
কয়সুকার মূর্ধন্য কয়াকার তয় মো বয়াকার বেদি
কোনো
Kuna.
ডিকশনারিতে কি কোনো মানে কি?
Here it is mentioned, Guru Maharaj. These people accept the material body, which is a bag of three material elements.
ওই যে সেই কোনো পেটি ধাতুকে কোনো পেটি ধাতুকে ডিভাইড ওকে আই ডিডন্ট টেল যশাপ্ত বুদ্ধি কোনো পেটি ধাতুকে কোনো পে মানে ব্যাগ অফ থ্রি ধাতুস কপিত বাই দিস কোনো পাত্র হ্যাঁ কোনো আত্ম ওকে ভেরি হাই
These people accept the material body, which is a bag of three material elements, kunape, the three dhatuke, as themselves. They think that Nityananda Prabhu's body was similarly material and that it was meant for sense gratification. Whoever thinks in this way is a candidate for the darkest regions of hell. Those who hanker after women and money, who are self-interested and have the mentality of merchants, can certainly discover many things with their fertile brains and speak against the authorized revealed scriptures. They also engage in some money-making business to cheat innocent people. And they try.
That story? No, another. Some the businessman. He here, Namaboli, shirt, this, that, and tilak, everything. And yes. Customer comes, then those who are working employees say, and the manager, Malik, said, Kesava. And the employee said, Gopala. He is attracted, Hari. They all talk about God's name. He doesn't know what is going on in between. Then, instead of God's name, then what? Gopala. Hari. Hara. You understand? This has got other meaning also. Hari means, shall I steal? Then you cheat them. Hara, yes. Cheat them. Is that clear? So, Gopala means coward boy. That means he is no intelligent. Village man. Farmer. Huh? He said, Kesava, who are they? Achha, okay. Understood? Everybody understood?
Yes.
Okay.
They engage in some money-making business to cheat innocent people. And they try to support their business programs by making such offensive statements. Actually, Nityananda Prabhu, being the expansion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the most beneficent incarnation. No one should consider him an ordinary man or being or entity like the Prajapati, who are ordered by Brahma to increase generation. Nityananda Prabhu should not be considered instrumental for sense gratification. Although professional, so-called preachers support this idea. Such statements are not found in any authorized revealed scriptures. Actually, there is no support for the statements made by the Sahajas or other professional distributors of Krishna Mukti. Nityananda Prabhu was given assistants like Ram Das, Gadadhar Das, and several others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I give them to you to assist you. I shall also go see you at intervals, keeping myself invisible. I shall watch you dance. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Srivas Pandit and with his arm about his neck began to speak to him in sweet words. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested Srivas Thakur, perform congregational chanting daily and be assured that I shall also dance in your presence. You will be able to see this dancing, but not others. Take this prasadam of Lord Jagannath and this cloth and deliver them to my mother, Saraswati Devi. After offering her obeisances, please request her to excuse my offenses. I have given up the service of my mother and have accepted the sannyas order. Actually, I should not have done this. For doing so, I have destroyed my religious principles. I am subordinate to the love of my mother, and it is my duty to serve her in return. Instead of doing so, I have accepted the renounced order. Certainly, this is the act of a madman. A mother is not offended by her mad son, and knowing this, my mother is not offended by me. I have no business in accepting the renounced order and sacrificing my love for my mother, which is my real property. Actually, I was in a crazy state of mind when I accepted sannyas. I am staying at Jagannath Puri, Nilachal, to comply with her orders, but at intervals I go to see her lotus feet. Indeed, I go there daily to see her lotus feet. She is able to feel my presence, although she does not believe it to be true. One day, my mother Sachi offered food to Shalagram Vishnu. She offered rice cooked from salipadis, various kinds of vegetables, spinach, curry made of banana flowers, fried portal with nimbu leaves, pieces of ginger with lemon, and also yogurt, milk, sugar candy, and many other foods. Taking the food upon her lap, mother was crying to think that all the food was very dear to her Nimai. My mother was thinking, Nimai is not here, who will accept all this food? As she meditated upon me in this way, her eyes filled with tears. While she was thus thinking and crying, I immediately went there with great haste and ate everything. Seeing the dish empty, she wiped her tears away. She then began to wonder who had eaten all that food. Why is the plate empty? She wondered, doubting that Balagopal had eaten it all. She began to wonder whether there was actually being anything on the plate in the first place. Then again she thought that some animal might have come and eaten everything. She thought, perhaps my mistake, I did not put any food on the plate. So thinking, she went into the kitchen and saw the pots. When she saw that all the pots were still filled with rice and vegetables, there was some doubt in her mind, and she was astonished. Thus wondering, she called Ishan, the servant, and had the place cleansed again. She then offered another plate to Gopal. Now, whenever she prepares some good cooked food and wants to feed it to me, she cries in great anxiety. Being obliged by her love, I am brought here to eat. Mother knows all these things internally and feels happiness, but externally she does not accept. Such an incident took place on the last Vijay Dasami day. You can ask her about this incident and thus make her believe that I actually go there. While describing all this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became a little overwhelmed. But just to finish bidding farewell to the devotees, he remained patient. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu next spoke some relishable words to Raghav Pandit. He said, I am obliged to you due to your pure love for me. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then informed everyone, just hear about the pure devotional rendered by Krishna to Krishna by Raghav Pandit. Indeed, Raghav Pandit's service is supremely pure and highly accomplished. Apart from other commodities, just hear about his offering of coconuts. A coconut is sold at the rate of 5 gandas each. Although he has already hundreds of trees and millions of fruits, he is still very eager to hear about the place where the sweet coconuts are available. He collects coconuts with great endeavor from a place 20 miles away, and he pays 4 pannas each for them. Every day, 5 to 7 coconuts are clipped and put into the water to keep cool. At this time, offering Bhoga, the coconuts are again clipped and cleansed. After holes are made in them at the top, they are offered to Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna drinks the juice from these coconuts, and sometimes the coconuts are left drained of juice. At other times, the coconut remain filled with juice. When Raga Pandit sees that the juice has been drunk from the coconuts, he is very pleased. He then breaks the coconuts, takes out the pulp, and puts it in another plate. After offering the pulp, he meditates outside the temple door. In the meantime, Lord Krishna, having eaten the pulp, leaves the plate empty. Sometimes after eating the pulp, Krishna fills the plate again with new pulp. In this way, the faith of Raghav Pandit increases and he floats in an ocean of love. One day it so happened that about 10 coconuts were properly clipped and brought by a servant to offer to the deity. When the coconuts were brought, there was little time to offer them because it was already late. The servant, holding the container of the coconuts, remained standing at the door. Raghav Pandit then saw the servant touch the ceiling above the door and then touch the coconut with the same hand. Raghav Pandit then said, people are always coming and going through that door. The dust on their feet blows up and touches the ceiling. After touching the ceiling above the door, you have touched the coconuts. Now they are no longer fit to be offered to Krishna because they are contaminated. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that Raghav Pandit was not simply a crazy fellow suffering from some cleansing phobia. He did not belong to the mundane world. In lower consciousness, accepting something to be spiritual when it is actually material is called Oma Ijjati. Raghav Pandit was an eternal servant of Krishna, and everything he saw was related to the service of the Lord. He was always absorbed in the transcendental thought of how he could always serve the Lord, serve Krishna with everything. Sometimes neophytes, devotees, on the lower platform try to imitate Raghav Pandit on the platform of material purity and impurity. Such imitation will not help anyone. As is explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhadra Abhadra Vastu Gyan Nahika Prakriti. On the transcendental platform, there is no higher or lower, pure or impure. In the material platform, distinction is made between good and bad. But on the spiritual platform, everything is of the same quality. Gaitre Bhadra Bhadra Gyan Shabha Manadan E Balo, E Manda, E Sab Brahm. In the material world, conceptions of good and bad are all mental speculation. Therefore, saying this is good and this is bad is all a mistake. Such is the service of Raghav Pandit. He did not accept the coconuts but threw them over the wall. His service is purely based on unalloyed love, and it conquers the whole world. Thereafter, Raghav Pandit had other coconuts gathered, cleansed and clipped, and with great attention he offered them to the deity to eat. In this way, from distant villages, he collects excellent bananas, mangoes, oranges, jackfruits, and whatever other first-class fruits he has heard about. All these fruits are collected from distant places and brought at a high price. After trimming them with great care and purity, Raghav Pandit offers them to the deity. All these fruits are collected from distant places and brought up. Thus, with great care and attention, Raghav Pandit prepares spinach, other vegetables, radishes, fruits, chipped rice, powdered rice, and sweetmeats. He prepares cakes, sweet rice, condensed milk, and everything else with great attention. And the cooking conditions are purified so that the food is first class and delicious.
But here it's saying he prepares cakes.
Mm.
Which cakes are these?
There must be Bengal cakes, pita. Mm.
Some people may understand it's the Western cake.
Let them think. I'm sure this is because the cake means Bengali cake. Huh?
Bengali is called pita pan.
Pita panna.
Pita pan.
So many types. Odisha and Bengal especially.
Tapan, cakes and sweet rice.
So many types. Hmm? Right.
Raga Pandit also offers all kinds of pickles, such as kashamdi,
Kasundi.
kashamdi,
Here it's
You know, Bengali knows Kasundi. The mustard. Mustard is not thick like tube coming, but it is liquid, thick, mixed with mustard, paste, Ganges water. Haki? Different types of spices, and just they take mustard in the West with something, with what I don't want to say, but here they take with so many items, maybe mango, maybe with rice, maybe with shark, add and make it strong, maybe hot.
with guava, also with guava, no?
yes, yes.
Yes. You'll find in a bottle, is available, especially Bangladesh more. Huh? Basi. You add some.
Here, just in the main road, they have with guava.
Yeah.
They sell.
Huh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Raga Pandit also offers all kinds of pickles, such as
Pickle sometimes.
kasham. He offers various scents, garments, ornaments, and the best of everything. Thus, Raga Pandit served the Lord in an incomparable way. Everyone is very much satisfied just to see him. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then mercifully embraced Raga Pandit. The Lord also offered all the other devotees a farewell with similar respect. The Lord also respectfully told Shivananda Sena, take care of Vasudev Datta very nicely. Vasudev Datta is very liberal. Every day, whatever income he receives, he spends. He does not keep any balance. Being a householder, Vasudev Datta needs to save money. Because he is not doing so, it is very difficult for him to maintain his family. Please take care of Vasudev Datta's family's affairs. Become his manager and make the proper adjustments. Purport. Vasudev Datta and Shivananda Sena were living in the same neighborhood, which is presently called
Kumarhatta.
Kumarhatta.
Alicia.
Alisha.
Come every year and bring all my devotees with you to the Kondicha festival. I also request you to maintain all of them. The Lord then with great respect extended an invitation to all the inhabitants of Kulingram, asking them to come every year and bring silken robe to carry Lord Jagannath during the Ratha Yatra festival. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, Gunaraj Khan of Kulingram compiled a book named Sri Krishna Vijay, a book named Sri Krishna Vijay, in which there is a sentence revealing the author's ecstatic love for Krishna. Sri Krishna Vijay is a book of poems considered to be the first poetry book written in Bengal.
Srimad Bhagavatam. All stories of Srimad Bhagavatam there. Many. Some.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that this book was begun in the year 1395, Shakabda, AD 1473. After 7 years it was completed. This book was written in plain language and even half-educated Bengalis and even half-educated and, and women could read it very clearly. Even ordinary man with little knowledge of the alphabet could read this book and understand it. Its language is not very ornamental, and sometimes the poetry is not very sweet to hear. Although, according to the sonnet style, each line should contain 14 syllables, there are sometimes 16, 12, or 13 syllables in his verse. Many words used in those days could be understood only by local inhabitants. Yet this book is still so popular that no bookstore is complete without it. It is very valuable for those who are interested in advancing in Krishna consciousness. Sri Gunaraj Khan was one of the topmost Vaishnavas, and he translated the 10th and 11th cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam for the understanding of the common man. The book Sri Krishna Vijay was highly praised by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it's valuable for all Vaishnavas. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives a genealogical table and family history of Gunaraj Khan. When a Bengali emperor named Adisur first became from Kanjakubja or Kanauj, he brought with him 5 Brahmins and 5 Kayastha. Since the king is supposed to be accompanied by his associates, the Brahmanas accompanied the king to help him in higher spiritual matters. The Kayastha were to render other services. In northern India, high country, the Kayasthas are accepted as Sudras, but in Bengal, the Kayasthas are considered among the higher castes. It is a fact that the Kayasthas come from Bengal, from northern India, specifically from Kanjakubja or Kannauj. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that the Kayasthas who came from Kanjakubja were high-class men. Of them, Dasaratha Vasu was a great personality, and the 13th generation of his family included Gunaraj Khan. His real name was Maladar Vasu, but the title Khan was given to him by the Emperor of Bengal. Thus he became known as Gunaraj Khan. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives the following genealogical table of Gunaraj Khan. 1. Dasarat Vasu. 2. Kushal. 3. Shubhashankar. 4. Hamsa. 5. Saktiram. Baganda, Muktiram, Mainaigara, and Alankar, Bangaj. 6. Damodar. 7. Anantaram. 8. Kuniyak and Vinaya. The 12th generation included Bhagirath, and the 13th Maladar Vasu or Gunjaraj Khan. Sri Gunjaraj Khan had 14 sons, of whom the second son, Lakshmanath Vasu, received the title Satyaraj Khan. His son was Ramananda Vasu, therefore Ramananda Vasu belonged to the 15th generation. Gunaraj Khan was a very well-known and wealthy man. His palace, fort and temples are still existing. And from this we can deduce that the opulence of Gunaraj Khan was certainly very great. Gunaraj Khan never cared for the artificial aristocracy introduced by Balal Sena. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda, is my life and soul. By this statement, I am sold into the hands of the descendants of Gunaraj Khan. The full verse referred to here is Ekka Bhave Mandahari Yora Kali Hata. Nanda Nandana Krishna Vara Prananatha. With folded hands, I offer my prayers unto Krishna, Nanda Maharaj's son, who is my life and soul. To say nothing of you, even a dog living in your village is very dear to me. What then to speak of others? After this, Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraj Khan both submitted questions at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Satyaraj Khan said, "My dear Lord, being a householder and a materialistic man, I do not know the process of advancing in spiritual life. I therefore submit myself unto your lotus feet and request you to give me orders." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Without cessation, continue chanting the holy name of the Lord Krishna. Whenever possible, serve him and his devotees, the Vaishnavas." Upon hearing this, Satyaraj said, "How can I recognize a Vaishnava? Please let me know what a Vaishnava is. What are his common symptoms?" Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Whoever chants the holy name of Krishna just once is worshipable and is the topmost human being." Purpose. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that a person who simply chants the holy name of Krishna once becomes the perfect Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that a person who simply chants the holy name of Krishna once becomes perfect and should be regarded as a Vaishnava. This is confirmed by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Upadeshamrita. Krishnete Yashagilitam Manasandriyeta. With such a faith in the holy name, one may begin a life of Krishna consciousness. But an ordinary person cannot chant the holy name of Krishna with such a faith. One should accept the holy name of Krishna to be identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transcendence Himself. As the Padma Purana states, the holy name of Krishna is identical with Krishna. And it's like a Chintamani gem, a touchstone. That name is Krishna personified in sound and is therefore perfectly transcendental and eternal, liberated from material contamination. Thus, one should understand that the name of Krishna and Krishna himself are identical. Having such a faith, one must continue to chant the holy name. When one is situated in the neophyte platform, one cannot understand the devotional ingredients of a pure, unalloyed devotee. However, when the novice engages in devotional service, especially deity worship, and follows the order of a bona fide spiritual master, he is a pure devotee. Anyone can take advantage of hearing about Krishna consciousness from such a devotee and thus gradually become purified. In other words, any devotee who believes that the holy name of the Lord is identical with the Lord is a pure devotee, even though he may be in the neophyte stage. By his association, others may also become Vaishnavas. One is known as a materialistic devotee if he simply shows worship to the deity or Hari with faith, but does not show respect to the devotees and others. This is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Archayam eva haraye pujamya shatajay hate natat bhakti suchanyeshu sabhakta prakrita smita. Yet, even by association with such a neophyte devotee, one can become a devotee also. When Lord Chaitanya was teaching Sanatana Goswami, he said, Shraddhavan yana hai bhakti adhikari uttama madhyam kanishta shraddha anushari jahara kamala shraddha shekanishta jana grame grame tenyo bhakta har halme uttama Rati prema tarattamye bhaktattaratama. A person who has attained firm faith is a real candidate for advancing in Krishna consciousness. According to the faith, there are first class, second class, and neophyte devotees. One who is a Kanishta Adhikari or a neophyte. The neophyte devotee, however, can become an advanced devotee if he strictly follows the regulative principles set down by the spiritual master. Therefore, it is on the basis of faith and attachment to Krishna that one can judge who is Madhyamadikari or Uttamadikari. It is thus concluded that even a neophyte devotee is superior to the karmis and jnanis because he has full faith in chanting the holy name of the Lord. A karmi or a jnani, regardless of his greatness, has no faith in Lord Krishna, his holy name or devotional service. One may be advanced religiously, but if he is not trained in devotional service, he has very little credit on the transcendental platform. Even a neophyte devotee engaged in deity worship in accordance with the regulations set forth by the spiritual master is in a position superior to that of the fruitive worker and the speculative philosopher. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna once, a person is relieved from all the reactions of sinful life. One can complete the 9 processes of devotional service simply by chanting the holy name. The 9 types of devotional service are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Nivedanam, Iti Vamsha Arpita Vishnu, Bhakti Chennava Lakshana, Kriyati Bhagavati Yada, Tanmanyati Tamutamam. The process of devotional,
So everybody knows this 9 process out of 64, and each one, simply doing one, achieve perfection. Simply hearing will achieve perfection. Simply by glorifying Sukdev Goswami. Simply by remembering Hariyap Prahlad Maharaj. Then Archanam, 1% say, Bandhanam, agent. Others are easy. Dasyam, Padasevan, what is the only? Shakha, Atmanivedan. Yes. Some also. Achha. Who can tell all the 7? Yes, raise hand.
Hearing Parikshit Maharaj.
Can everybody hear? Okay, go ahead.
Hearing Parikshit.
Glorifying, chanting.
Subhag Swami.
Huh.
And remembering Ritu Maharaj.
No. Oh, well, this thing we omitted. Huh? It is. Okay. Ritu Maharaj, what? Archana. Okay, then go ahead.
Dasyam Hanumanji and
Sakha,
Sakhya Arjuna,
Padaseva.
Lakshmi Devi,
Huh.
and all of them are Amrish Maharaj.
Atmanivedan.
Atmanivedan Bali Maharaj.
Bandhanam.
Vandanam Akrurji.
Awesome. Right. Pilu.
So, hearing Parikshit Maharaj,
Go ahead.
Kirtanam, Sukadeva Goswami,
Acha.
Sakya Arjuna, Padasevanam, Lakshmi Devi, Atmanivedana, Bali Maharaj,
Hey. No.
and then we have Vandanam Akrura,
Go ahead.
and then And then one is missing, I think. No?
Archana? Next, Archana? Saranam? Prahlad Maharaj. Right? Everybody heard? Yes? Yes. Bolbe? Bangladesh?
শ্রবণে পরীক্ষিত মহারাজ কীর্তনে সুখদেব গোস্বামী শ্রবণ কীর্তনম বন্দনম অক্রম শ্রবণ কীর্তনম স্মরণম প্রহ্লাদ মহারাজ শ্রবণ কীর্তন স্মরণ দর্শ দর্শ হচ্ছে হনুমানজি সাক্ষ্য অর্জুন আত্মনিবেদনম আত্মনিবেদন
Hey, don't. Hey. Sankirtan. Right. Any from the ladies, Kulgachia party? Kire, kichu. This I'm saying in a E word. Figurative. Kichu. What is kichu? Okay. And Tapa? Dalita? Padashavan? Lakshmani? Yes. Then? Archanam? Lalita? Yes. And? What else? Husband is done? Huh? Yes. Ruski? Huh? Kirtanam? Acha, Kirtanam? Then, Saranam? Is there? পিছনে কে বসে আছে বল আচ্ছা বন্দনম টনি Navy officer? Approve, right? Right. This is another Arjun like military.
The question of remembering when you're happy is remembering.
Carry on.
The process of devotional service entails hearing, chanting, and remembering the holy name for Bhaktan's qualities and encourage of the Lord. Offering service according to the time, place, and performer, worshipping the deity, offering prayers, always considering oneself the eternal servant of Krishna, making friends with him, and dedicating everything unto him. These are the 9 items of devotional service. When directly offered to Krishna, constitute the highest attainment of life. This is the verdict of the revealed scripture. As for being freed from all sinful reactions by chanting the holy name of Krishna only once, one must chant the holy name without committing any offenses. Then chanting one name is sufficient to rescue a living being from all sinful reactions. Such a person who chants the holy name of the Lord offenselessly is very important and worshipable. Indeed, The 9 devotional processes, beginning with Shravan and Kirtan, can all be attained at once if one simply chants the holy name of the Lord offenselessly.
What are the offenses against the holy name? Who will tell one? Raise hand. Yes, first.
To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name.
Right, second.
Consider the names of Brahma.
Kichu michu asche one. Something is coming, giving smell. Acha. Third, open filter.
Disobey your spiritual master.
To disobey the spiritual master. Lakshmi Mani, fourth. Lila, Lalita. What?
To blaspheme the Vedic literature.
Yes, right. Kulgati. Any? No, time is running out. Next. Atma beat. He knows the Atma, not the body. Huh? What is saying? Can anybody hear? No. Yet. Or is eating, sometimes they say sabu. Getting stale. They just say.
हिंदी में हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जप की महिमा को काल्पनिक समझें to consider the glories of holy name as imaginary.
Stop, Brajavasi. Till the next province.
First is offense, then
Offense?
yes.
Sixth offense.
Number 6.
One offense I remember now. Disobey spiritual master. Third offense.
Already says third offense. You tell something which is not right, then you know you're correct. But you're studying, you're a Brajavasi. And he's gone.
Chant Krishna name unattentively.
This is 11th. Among 10th, this is extra. Let us see the Brajavasi. I don't know.
Commit offenses on strength of the holy name.
Okay? Again, the strength of the
Commit offenses on the strength of the holy name. Think that you will commit sinful activities and the chanting the holy name will counteract it.
right. Right. Okay. Rest others, each one is Janaki Vallabh. What do you mean Arthavad? I see. Yes, yes. Any other, please?
हरिनाम का श्रवण करने के बाद भी भौतिक आसक्ति बनाए रखना।
हाँ, ठीक, right. बोलो, one offense. গ্রামবাসী যেগুলো বলা হয়েছে এছাড়া অন্য কোনো অফেন্সের নাম অপরাধ Mike, time is running out. Subhag. Offense. বলা হয়েছে তাছাড়া
To preach the glories of holy name to the unfaithful person.
Right. Very good. Any other? হ্যাঁ বলে দিল ব্রজবাসী বলেছে তুই বাংলাদেশবাসী কি বলছিস নতুন কিছু
To consider the chanting to be an auspicious ritualistic activity given in karma.
Right, from your karma. Right. So, all 11 are done, I think. Who can tell? All 11. Who can tell? All 11. Who can tell? You? हाँ बांग्ला चटपट टाइम इज रनिंग आउट
যে সমস্ত ভক্ত ভগবানের দেবনাম প্রচারের জন্য নিজেদের সর্বতভাবে উৎসর্গ করেছেন তাদের নিন্দা করা, 2 শিব ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবতাদের নাম ভগবানের নামে সমান অথবা তাদেরকে
এটা কি বলে হ্যাঁ nobody said this say আচ্ছা দেন
3 শ্রী গুরুদেবকে অবজ্ঞা করা, 4 বৈদিক শাস্ত্র অথবা বৈদিক শাস্ত্রের অনুগামী শাস্ত্রের নিন্দা করা, 5 হরে কৃষ্ণ মহামন্ত্র কীর্তন করা মাহাত্ম্যকে কাল্পনিক বলে মনে করা, 6 ভগবানের নামে অর্থবাদ আরোপ করা, 7 নাম বলে পালাচন করা, 8 হরে কৃষ্ণ মহামন্ত্র কীর্তন করার মাহাত্ম্যকে বৈদিক কর্মকাণ্ডে বর্ণিত পুণ্যকর্ম বা সকাম কর্ম বলে মনে করা, 9 শ্রদ্ধাহীন ব্যক্তিকে ভগবানের দেবনামের সম্বন্ধে উপদেশ করা, 10 ভগবানের নামের প্রতি পূর্ণ বিশ্বাস না থাকা এবং তার অগাধ মহিমা শ্রবণ করার পর বিশ্বাস শক্তি বজায় রাখা।
10 এক্সট্রা একটা আছে
বিশেষ আপনার হচ্ছে আমরা যখন জপ করি এটা অমনোযোগী সহকারে ভগবানের নাম জপ করি।
आप कह नहीं सकता हिंदी में हिंदी कहूँ
पहला प्रचार करने वाले भक्तों की निंदा करना, दूसरा शिव ब्रह्मा आदि देवों के नाम को भगवान नाम के समान समझना, तीसरा गुरु की अवज्ञा करना, चौथा वेदी शास्त्र प्रमाणों का खंडन करना, 5वां हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र को काल्पनिक समझना, 6ठा पवित्र भगवान ने पवित्र नाम में अर्थारोप करना, 7वां नाम के बल पर पाप करना, 8वां भगवान नाम में हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र को वेदों कर्म कांड समझना, 9वां श्रद्धालु को भगवान नाम की महिमा को उपदेश देना, 10वां भगवान नाम में पूर्ण विश्वास न होना और इसके आगाज श्रवण करने पर भी बहुत ही आसक्ति बनाए रखना, 11वां असावधानी पूर्वक जप करना।
राइट वेरी गुड वेल डन आप लोग ठीक है और कुछ Did you do your homework? What are you saying?
He's asking for homework.
Gopal, I can dramatize my talking and he's doing it lately.
We'll stop here. Nikki, did you discuss? Recap. 16 to 8. Little fired up chanting, dancing? Yes? Any Narad Muni? Maharaj? Who's there? Who you select? Some guy is there.
Selecting himself.
Selecting himself.
Select yourself.